Greetings, and today I have another deck guide video for you guys. So it's been a while since I've made a deck and showcased it on YouTube, but it's been a good, I think, almost week and a half. It's the middle of midterm season for me. I actually just finished midterm season the day I am working on this recording. So tomorrow we should pick up back to where we left off, and I've also compensated for it by streaming more often, and I will sort of continue this surge of streaming. Tuesdays and Thursdays I will now stream from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific, so if you guys want to come hang out and check out my very wild gameplay, then head over to my Twitch at that time. And yeah, so this I made sure to focus on Force of Nature, and trust me, if you've never heard of Force of Nature before, then welcome to reality. Force of Nature is an ability that lets you boost a unit in your hand by 8. So of course the problem with this is it sort of enables Baron and Morkvarg, makes them even stronger. But I decided to sort of make this as big as I possibly can, if that makes any sense. As you can tell by the deck title, it is Big Caranthir Finisher. At least, you know, it's one of the options because you won't always get the chance to get Caranthir as your very last card. So I have decided to add a backup in a card that I thought made sense, which was Geralt Erden. Just because, you know, we have really no way of dealing against Great Swords or Mystic Echo. So Geralt Erden is pretty much our answer to that. So if anything, I'm actually calling this the Supernatural Forces deck because we have the supernatural power from Caranthir plus living armor. If we give Caranthir that Force of Nature boost, then Caranthir actually becomes a 21-point play, plus however much Thrive wants to come in and get procced. So that's going to be some insane amount of power. And if it's going to be Erden, kind of the same effect, we can still proc Thrive with it. Essentially the idea is we want to proc Thrive with cards that don't usually do it near the end, because cards like Geralt Erden and Caranthir are usually cards that don't see play until the last turn or the last 2 turns of the game. And I'm like, what's the point of putting that in the monsters deck if like they're not getting procced? They're not proccing to Thrive. So that's sort of the idea behind the Force of Nature. But the thing is, you have to work really hard for rounds 1 and 2 if you want to ensure that very powerful round 3. Another thing I noticed is I'm getting all the clips I got from my Twitch streams, and the thing is, I didn't realize that the music was actually really loud. Nobody pointed it out when I was streaming, so it's like I kind of assumed it was okay, that they could hear me. So like when I listened to it myself, the music was kind of loud, but you know what? Hey, the music's pretty cool. So if you guys, you know, not some bad music, I suggest you guys give it a shot. You know, when you listen to it, you know, like who cares about me speaking? You know, watch the gameplay. This deck can be very insane, actually, if you know, if you put yourself under the right conditions. You're actually almost okay with letting your opponent boost just because you have Erden as sort of that insurance policy. Like if any Nilfgaard decks want to run Caranthir or Thirsty Dames or all that boosting stuff, then Geralt Erden's there to answer. With Mystic Echo, it's pretty straightforward. It's sort of wide boosting amongst all Harmony units, plus you got cards like Barnabas and Oak that tend to boost sometimes. And of course, Great Swords is Great Swords. Geralt Erden is of course a pretty decent counter to them. But of course, you got to make sure that you put yourself in a position to do so, otherwise it's not going to end up, you know, going too well for you. And another thing I actually noticed was that there was a particular game that I wanted to include in this video. Unfortunately, I can't because it suffered from a dropped frame, which means that my audio and my video became out of sync after that point, so I did not want to grab any footage from there. So instead, I'm grabbing the 2 best games from the first half of my stream. They weren't bad games, to be honest. They were both against Mystic Echo, but like, you know, I'm kind of showing you the power of this deck and how well it can do, you know, against other decks that like to boost. So we're gonna go through the deck. Let's go see what's up here. Living Armor and Caranthir, of course. That 21-point play is absolutely insane. Not to mention, if we have Thrive, we'll proc it, which adds for an additional like 2 or 3 points on average, depending on how many Thrive units our opponent likes to keep, lets us keep on the field. Next, we got Erden. Erden's sort of the backup, although it could be the plan A depending on what deck you're playing against, because sometimes Erden can just give you an insane amount of value. Like I said, if you're playing against Great Swords or Harmony, etc., then Erden can actually be that card for you. Again, both Caranthir and Geralt will be charged by Force of Nature, which means they are able to proc Thrive, which sort of was my what's the thought I had behind my head at the back of my mind when I started making this deck. I'm like, okay, what can I use Force of Nature for other than a big 8-point boost? So I'm like, let's just grab a card that's a strong finisher, but it's a very low power, which makes it almost counterintuitive in a Thrive deck. And Force of Nature sort of fixes that. Anyway, moving on, we got Eagern. Eagern and Ozrel, again, we kind of maintain the standard combo here of Eagern and Ozrel. So that way we give ourselves another option for boost. So like, you know, for example, cards like Bloody Baron and Morkvork can really only hit one very tall unit. But yet we have another as sort of backup in case they do play it. And it's like, okay, so we have an Ozrel that won't be touched now because they played their Bloody Baron, for example. Next, we got the usual Katakon, Naglfar, and Mata. Mata, rule of thumb, is if I have more than 3 double-digit provision cards, then I gotta put Mata to guarantee it. Naglfar, you could make a case actually of drawing Royal Decree, of putting in Royal Decree instead of Naglfar. Of course, that means Parasite and Necromancy will have to be drawn, but you do have that consistency of getting, let's say, Erden if you absolutely need him, even though you've already used your Force of Nature on Caranthir, and vice versa. So, you know, you can make that change. Next, we got Goliath. Pretty solid 10 power card, proccing Thrive. That's kind of the idea. Toad Prince really was sort of a last edition card. He is honestly not needed in this deck. But I mean, if you can do a swing power of 9 with it, then that'd be pretty decent. Let's mention, of course, it procs Thrive. But like, you can, again, if you want to switch Naglfar for the Royal Decree, you can perhaps downgrade the Toad Prince to, let's say, for example, the Beast, if you want to work with another tall unit. I just don't like having the Beast in deck sometimes, just because it just gets so easily countered nowadays. So it's like, you know, it's almost like there's no point putting him in a sense. But, you know, it depends on your style of play, what your choice is. Then you can make that change if you so wish. I may do it and just try it out in a future video or a future stream just to see how well it works out. I am trying to push monsters. That'll be the first. That's sort of the goal for this season for me, is to try and push one faction to 2,500 if I can. I don't know if I'm going to make it there, but you know what? It is a goal and I'm going to go for it. If it works, then we'll move on. If not, then we'll move on. Anyway. Moving on, we got Necromancy. We gotta have a guarantee for Endrega Larva. I like having Necromancy with the Endrega Larva combo just because it kind of allows me to play two sets of Endrega Larva in one round, which will make it harder for my opponent, because if they don't answer my Endrega Larvas immediately, then I'm going to get like 4 points of proc per turn, which is going to be absolutely insane. You're adding 4 value to whatever card you play, pretty much, as long as the power is higher. So next, we got Parasite. We need some sort of removal, but I guess if you have Erden, I don't know if that's so sort of necessary, but like if you want to remove ships, if you want to remove engines that aren't boosted, then Parasite is the card for that. Next, we have the Alpha Werewolf. I don't know, I've kind of fallen in love with the Alpha Werewolf since its power went up to 5, even though, you know, you might not always need it. I mean, I didn't want to add a ghoul in here just because I didn't have the Griffin or the Ice Giant. I guess there's Kikimori Worker, but it's like, I don't know. Plus an extra Thrive unit's not so bad, so I tried to stack up almost as much Thrive units as I possibly can just to guarantee myself that, but you don't want to get too crazy with having so many Thrives, because you do need some big units to sort of power them up. So, you know, you don't want to have your hand where it's like 5 Thrive units and it's like, that's absolutely insane, it's not needed, and it could cost you the game. So next, we got Kikimori Warrior. We do need a solid strong bronze card that's not a Noon Wraith. So Kikimori Worker sort of fits the bill. Flutter doesn't make any sense because we're not playing fruits, nor are we summoning drones, and same with Griffin for the exact same reason. So Mantlet, I decided to add. The thing with Mantlet though is it kind of makes it awkward in a sense, because Mantlet usually would be the first card played, but sometimes I play Mantlet first and it's like they destroy it. If I play Endrega Larva first, at least they sort of spend a damage output card on Endrega Larva instead of the Mantlet, in which case I can put in Mantlet in, and if he uses up another tech card for it, then that's, you know, that's one less tech card for all my other units pretty much. But yeah, Mantlet, again, is one of those cards you could potentially change. I just have it here as a sort of an extra layer of protection for my Thrive unit, so that extra 1 or 2 armor, so, you know, that's not so bad. Next, we got Wyvern and Drowner. Again, 2 solid Thrive units, with the Drowner, of course, being able to absolutely annihilate Rollock cards. So that's fun of that. And Endrega Larvas are a must-have for monster stack nowadays. And at the 4 cost, we got 4 Thrive units and 2 Noon Wraiths, because again, we need some solid bronze cards. They can't all be just Thrive units. So if there's a potential weakness in this deck, it's just that you can actually catch yourself having way too many Thrive units, which honestly isn't the best thing, but I guess I've just sort of tried and guaranteed myself as many Thrive units as I can per round in every game as I possibly can. Like I said, because most of the 5 provision strong cards are like, you know, you got the Griffin and the Flutter, which you don't really want here just because, you know, yeah, you don't really want them messing up your strategy, because again, you don't have any 1-cost units to eat. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. But I did find some success with this deck. I honestly don't ever consider any decks I show the first time to be complete, of course. I will always work on them, and this is just going to be another one that's going to be added to the list. So this is going to be the deck list. By the way, if you guys are on my Discord, then you will see this video a few hours before it comes out. If not, then you'll see it at the same time, 7 AM the next day, at least from Pacific. I don't know what time that'll be for you, but you know. But yeah, so definitely join up my Discord. You guys can definitely help me out in preparing some decks, of course. And of course, if you guys want to get involved in conversations about new expansions, new decks, new mechanics, etc., whatever, then anything Gwent, anything real life, you know, come hit me up on Discord. Follow me on Twitter, of course, because I do like to. I'm probably gonna start posting whenever I make some content as well. And yeah, let me send you guys over to some gameplay. Mystic Echo is also something that Erdin works well against, so this isn't so bad for me. Start off immediately with Povko? Really? Huh. Okay, I mean, that's fine, that's fine. I mean, he's probably gonna destroy this, but I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, this thing's gonna get so much value, but nothing I can do about it, unfortunately, so. Sure. I mean, we could eat this with Wyvern. Not Wyvern, the Toad later. We don't need to do it now. Ooh. Poison! Yikes. Alright. Be that way then. I could eat this, actually. This might be a better target instead. I'll do it later. Depends on what poison. If he plays the Oak, then I actually don't mind it. It does put him in a very far lead though, but I mean, it's not that far of a lead, but a lead's a lead regardless, so. Oh, never mind. I guess I lost that chance. That's okay. I mean, I can play Katsukan here now just because I don't have any Indrigo Larvas yet, so this actually is not bad. I don't mind this. I don't hate this, actually. Yeah, okay, I was wondering when the other one was coming. So he still has the capability of poisoning one more unit then. Okay, so we got Boar and Boar and Povko out of him. That means he definitely is planning on playing double Mystic Echo. So that's fine. We'll just do this. And if he passes, then I think we have to play the Toad Prince. Yeah, I actually don't mind this pass. Yeah, I don't mind this pass, actually. I don't hate it. As long as we can get our hands on Erden, I think we're okay. That can be our dry pass if he chooses to dry pass. Okay, actually, I don't hate keeping the Drowner here. Now, as long as we can actually get our hands on Erden, I think we'll be okay. If I can draw Caranthir and Living Armor here, actually no, that still puts us at a bit of a... Actually no, that's fine, we have Mata. By now I need Drago Larvas though. Okay. Okay. It's not looking good because I don't have any Drago Larvas. I did not get to play an Drago Larva at all. So actually this isn't looking that good for me. Let's just play Mata. That's not looking good at all for me. Hey Veritas, how's it going, man? Come on, double Mystic Echo, let's do it. It doesn't matter, as if this guy tries to roast stack, then Erden's gonna punish it, so. Like, I actually don't mind him building up all of his Harmony boosts as long as Geralt kind of finishes the job at the end. Okay, that's fine. That's alright. We'll play the Drowner here, I suppose. And we'll play the Boots after. I mean, he'll probably finish it with the Oak, so... Oh, now I'm tempted to play the Toad Prince. I think I should play the Toad Prince now then. Yeah, I have to. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get a chance to. The bad news about this game is I don't have a lot of drive units. Alright, here it comes. Double Brock? Not now, huh? Okay. Oh, he shields him. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just finish you off with the bleed. Is he gonna roast that? Or is he smart? Yeah, he's smart. He's smart. He's a good player then. We may have to Necromancy another Thrive unit. That might have to be our play. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't know if there's anything else we can really do at this point. I could Parasite to get rid of a unit, but I feel like that's just too slow. Shoot. Oh, he stacks the front row. Okay, that's fine. As long as I can earn... Oh, but the thing is he'll also have Barnabas. Yeah, so he'll need to play an elf to set up Barnabas, that's for sure. What do you boost? Okay. Actually, I don't hate this. I don't hate this. So he should be out of poisons, because he's played 4 already. I don't know if Erden's gonna be enough though. Actually, the good news is all of his dwarves are at the... Oh shoot. Ooh, actually, hello. As long as you roast stack everything on the front, I should be okay with that. So Erden's gonna be 3, 6, 7. He's only gonna be 9 points. It's not a lot of points, really. Is this into what? Nature's Rebuke? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I think if I had played my Toad Prince earlier, that would have dealt. So, Bob clearly didn't get a boost. Alright. Okay. Oh no, that's an Igni setup. If he has an Igni, I'm screwed. That's 30 points! But why would he... Oh no. Oh, hello. Oh, please play Barnabas. Please play Barnabas. This is gonna be such a satisfying reset. If that is Barnabas, oh my goodness. Barnabas Ope, right? Big reset, boys. Let's go. I like it. Has to be Ope, right? I swear if he hit an Igni, I will actually cry. If he actually hit an Igni. Alright, cool. That's not enough. Such a satisfying Erden. That's what you love to see, you know? That's honestly what you love to see. Alright, so Erden, this is where Erden's gonna be a good card to have. Yeah, at least now you come. Draga Larvus, man. I might keep this. No, I'm gonna review actually. A miner. What are you trying to? Oh, yeah, are you trying to protect your Hawker Smuggler? Okay, sure. That kind of makes Erden all the more important, I think. Alright, that's fine. It's not like I don't have any other... I have more Thrive units, don't worry. We'll use Brutes of this guy right here. Okay, so I guess I'll play this. So he's giving me round control? If I can draw Erden, then I think I'm good. But I definitely need Erden against this. That's kind of my best shot, is if I can draw Erden. Toad Prince isn't bad here because we also get to eat one of his Dryad Rangers, so that's not so bad. I mean, we might just do that now. Actually, no, we won't do that yet, actually. We'll play Wyvern first. We'll let his Dryad Ranger boost up a bit, then we'll eat it, I think, so that we can actually get more Thrive off. I think he's playing his other... No, he hasn't played his other Dread Ranger yet. Okay. So he either plays that or he plays a Whispering... Oh, I forget the name of that other Dread card that can poison. Oh, he plays both. Oh, really? Hold on. Now is he gonna play Waters of Broccolon? He's gonna choose to split it up here. Alright. If all goes well here, we might not have need for this is our pass. I think we want a semi-long round just to get Erden going. I could have kept going, but I think a pass here is okay. We preserve Katsakan. The only bad news is we don't have a big unit in the graveyard for us to eat with Ozrel, so that's the bad news. But the good news is, as long as we can... The thing is, he hasn't played Devor or Melina yet, so... But we need Erden. I think Erden's just far too crucial of a card here. We need Erden, buddy. That gets us... Erden, hello. We could actually get rid of Alpha Werewolf. Oh no, but the thing is, if we get a bronze out of it, then that's not good. We'll keep this. It's all gold, so I'll take it. I need him to roll stack, though. I actually need him to roll stack. That's the only way my Erden can get its full effect. Oh, he goes back row, huh? So he's gonna leave his front row vulnerable when I kill that Treant Boar with Parasite. I mean, even if he kills my Drago Larvas, I still have 2 Thrive units into Alpha Werewolf and Ekamara, so... Or the Katsakan, I should say, so it's not so bad. Is this Fidges or Melina? It's Fidges. Okay. Put him in back row. Yes! Oh, it's gonna be so good! It's gonna be so good! It's gonna feel so good. So, the fact that he stacked everything in the back row tells me that he doesn't have a, he doesn't possess... What's the name of that card? Hawker Smuggler. Otherwise, why would he leave it vulnerable? When you can just put everything in the front row instead, so... What deck will you use next? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure, really. I could go back to Fruits. I could play an Aracha Swarm deck, which I haven't done. You play Barnabas already? Alright. I hope he has a Melina to put this in the back row with. Maybe I'll go Aracha Swarm next. I haven't played, like, and when I say Aracha Swarm, I mean a pure Swarm, not the mid-range. So I'm gonna have Yennefer, Triss, what's his name? The Bone Talisman, but that's not what I was referring to, but I could go that route next. But, like, I want to focus on monsters, at least for the next little while. I want to focus on monsters. And then after that, who knows? No idea. Alright, let's get Erden out here, actually. Erden's gonna be really good for this back row here. I think with Naglfar, like, Caranthir would be nice. Or actually, if we don't get Caranthir, we can actually Force of Nature Erden, so that we can still proc some Thrive. So, I like it. We'll do Goliath now. Oh, I'm surprised he's evening out his rows. That's interesting. So he does possess another poison. Shoot. I should have thought of that. I didn't think of that. I mean, the fact that he played it really late, I wasn't expecting it, really. Who do I want? Caranthir? Or Egan? Actually, Egan would be nice. Osril, I cannot have Osril. I don't have a good unit to eat with Osril. Oh, shoot! Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna play him yet anyway, so... I think Caranthir's just better here. Yeah, we'll take Caranthir. We don't proc Thrives, but it's okay. So, I'm guessing one of those cards is the Willow to destroy the Goliath. Or he just doesn't have it. So that means he doesn't have a Boar. Or not a Boar, he doesn't have Oak then. He's so many points ahead. Oh no, he got it! Ah, oh, that's so awful. Oh no. That's bad. That is so bad. Oh boy. Oh no. And if he plays Oak, he plays it front row. Shoot. Yeah, so he definitely has to play Oak front row to get more value out of him. Oh, I have to hope this is enough. I have to hope this is enough. Oh, he moved him back? Uh-oh, that might cost him. Hello. Ah, that... He moved him back! Yes! That was enough!